Hi, my name is Naylor, and this is the Performing Songwriter, and my guest today is Jesse Terry.
Hey,
and
Ray.
you're from, I know you're up north.
Wilton, Connecticut. Really small town.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know you've won, well, one of the things, you were the grand prize winner at of the John Lennon
Yeah, that was awesome.
Songwriting. How long ago was that?
It was a few years back. I won first place in Americana in the international songwriting competition, which was just last year.
Wow,
so that was a little
cool.
bit more recent. So that's always a cool honor, you know.
How long have you been writing songs?
Probably I started in 1998. I got a guitar when I had an injury, and before long I quit art school and started going to open mics, and I just had the bug really bad. Still do.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you went on from there.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Our songwriting topic today is what environment, if there is any, do you prefer to write songs?
You know, I really like as a touring person, I have to be really adaptable. So I can't have a certain environment where it says like I'm going to be inspired here. I need to have a view of the ocean. I mean, in fact, some of the most beautiful places that I visit, those are the places where I could get out and explore. And if I'm touring internationally, I get out and I see all the places. That's the places I don't write. And usually I wind up writing it, you know, at home or in a motel room.
Okay.
You know,
right.
Somewhere that's not quite as exciting.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to have you do two songs now, and while I need to get this stool and I need to get out of the way. Our next show, our guest in the studio is a really nice Philly songwriter. She's really good. Elspeth, I know I didn't say her name right. Tremblay, and she's originally from Australia. Yeah, she's really good.
Well, they have wild names there. Very cool names. But
I'll learn it before she comes in.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll watch that, and Jess will be right back to do two songs.
Cat whiskers, paper and ink. Our Brooklyn apartment with a tiny sink. Hold me close in the night. Out the window, streetwalkers fight. Bullet shells, flashing lights. But I'm not afraid when you hold me tight. Waxing brave and waning shy. Harvest moon on the rise.
This is called Stay Here With Me, and this was just on a TV show on ABC called Forever. Well, I'm gonna find you in the hotel bar, Newland Avenue. Maybe it'll feel like we're in the movies, and maybe just something new. 'Cause lately I've been feeling like a fever's burning, and I need to see to believe. Well, how long you wanna be gone? You could stay here with me. Well, I'm gonna drive you to a room upstate and throw away the key. I'm gonna watch the sun sneak up through the window by where we sleep. 'Cause you belong in the songs that sing with sweet simple melodies. But how long you wanna be gone? You could stay here with me. But how long you wanna be gone? You could stay here with me. Let's check out for a while. Miles and miles from all the places we've been. Let's hold on to this night so tight until it's spent. Yeah.
don't have to speak a word about the scars we cannot hide. Just one time I wanna pour a drink and let someone inside. Is there ever a way to really know if what you want is what you need? But how long you wanna be gone? You could stay here with me. How long you wanna be gone? You could stay here with me. Oh, how long you wanna be gone? You could stay here with me. Yeah, 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 yeah.
This song's called Grace on a Train. It's from my second album.
Well, I found Grace on a train, and the silence stung my ears, with her gaze so far from here. Maybe Portugal or Spain, oh, I just don't know. Why I said hello. Well, as snow was falling that New Year's Day, I found Grace on a train. Well, I found Grace on a train. I know I listened to her then, but never thought of it again, until I saw her face by chance when my life jumped the tracks. It all came rushing back, and call it just a random twist of fate. I found Grace on a train. She said that winter day so long ago was her turning point, her cornerstone. Someone passing through can save your life, oh, make you get back in the fight. Well, I found Grace on a train, and she bought for me a suit when my rent was overdue. She said, just promise me you'll go out to find your girl, to the edge of the world. 'Cause something's telling me she's in the rain. I found Grace on a train.
We have our Skype interview now, and I don't know if you know this artist from Chicago. Her name is Laura Joy.
I don't think I do.
Yeah, she's very good. So we're going to watch that now. We'll be right back.
My guest, Laura Joy, hails from Chicago. She was a top finalist in the Broward Folk Club Songwriting Competition in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. She has opened for several artists, including Hamel on Trial. She has also performed at a number of festivals and tours nationally. Her EP, Between Our Words, was released earlier this month. Her website states that Laura has been known to quell dark angry bars full of ornery old Irishmen with her brand of acoustic pop. Laura Joy, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How is it in Chicago today?
It is a beautiful spring day, and we have it for today, and then tomorrow the high will be 40.
That's great. I was going to ask you anything that you want to add to the introduction that I gave that you'd like to.
No, I think you pretty much got it there. It sounds good.
Okay. Every time we do this show, both with our in-studio guests and with our Skype guests, we have a discussion on songwriting and something about songwriting, something about performing. So both topics today have to do with the environment in which we write songs and the environment in which we practice our performance to make both whatever's right for us to make it our best creativity and quality. So I wanted to ask you, in terms of songwriting, do you have a particular place that you like to do it? Do you have different places? What's the environment that you like to write in?
Mostly I'd say the key word is alone. I think if I had a little more practice and was under fire more often, maybe I'd get better and past that, but I really need about 2 to 4 hours alone to write a song. And, you know, that's a little bit, it's actually something I'm kind of struggling with right now because I have a woman upstairs works from home, and then my brother, who is my roommate, you know, he's got some different work hours, and mostly having someone upstairs who I don't want to disturb, so I can go down to the rehearsal set, you know, space, which doesn't really lend itself for any sort of spontaneous writing, because the other thing that I need is, you know, if the inspiration strikes, I want to write then, and I can't always do that right now. So I would say actually my current goal is to get back to a place where I can write in my own home. The last good song I wrote in my car, because I took my guitar in the car and just like wrote it there because I knew it wouldn't be bothering anyone. Once it gets, you know, warm again, I can like go out to the park or something. But
I know that I've written some songs in like Starbucks, other places than at home, and sometimes that actually is helpful because there's a stimulus that I don't have here in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever find that type of thing?
Mostly the stimulus I need and enjoy is if someone gives me a goal or a sort of like theme to write to. So any sort of songwriting workshop where you sort of lock yourself in a hotel with a bunch of other songwriters with an assignment, and then we all come out and share stuff. That's one of my favorite things to do. And I have a group here in Chicago where we meet monthly and give each other themes and things like that, and it just really helps me start from a point. You know, you don't have to stick with that, but it just gives you something to like focus on for a minute, because otherwise the world I get way too distracted and kind of overwhelmed with song possibilities.
Okay, I'd like to hear a song.
Yeah, okay. All right, you want to hear the one I wrote in my car? Okay. All right, this one is it's called Takes a While. There's actually a video of it available online on my website if you want to check it out, but this is it. Paint me a picture of beauty with great sunflowers and Carl Pulaski, moonlit. Do the best with what you got. You think it's not perfect, but it is. Back it up, back it up, back it up. You're way too close. Can you see the big picture when you're moving so slow? And all these actual miles, step by step it takes a while, yeah. Step by step it takes a while. Photos of babies growing in leaps and bounds, new jobs, new lovers, lost and found, dreams like little ducklings follow me around. Quiet down, please. Oh yeah, just back it up, back it up, back it up. You're way too close. Can you see the big picture when you're moving so slow? And all these actual miles, step by step it takes a while, yeah. Step by step it takes a left for dead. But all she did was wait. She doesn't push too hard to create. Oh, so take a break, take a break, take a break, take in the view. Everything you give comes back to you. And all these actual miles, step by step takes a while. Yeah, step by step it takes a while. Yeah, step by step it takes a while.
Yeah, I like that song a lot, and I saw that video on your YouTube page, and it's a really nice video.
Thank you. Yeah, we had a lot of fun making it. Very, very Chicago loft style.
And I used a clip of it in the last show to promote this show. In terms of, now the performing topic is pretty much the same, which is the environment that you like to practice in for your performances.
I like a rehearsal space. I can do that, where I just don't have to worry about volume, and I don't have to worry about driving someone insane when I'm going over the same thing over and over and over. So, mostly, and that's the case, you know, even if I'm practicing with my band, it's rehearsal space is the best to do, and there are plenty of spots in Chicago for me to do that.
Okay. Talk a little bit about your band.
My band is made up of a lot of really ridiculously talented musicians who I've just met in my time here in Chicago, primarily through my partner Dave Gallagher. His brother is the drummer, twin brother, and then their friend Will Phelan, who I worked with doing just some basic demo stuff because I really don't like recording my own stuff. I just get really the detail orientation with like sound and that sort of recording stuff just doesn't, I don't have interest in it. So as long as I can pay someone else to do it, I'm going to do that. So I paid Will to do it for me, to just get some demos down with some new material, and I had so much fun doing it with him, and what he got out of demos was so impressive to me. I was like, wonder what would happen if we did an album. So we did, and I'm really happy with the results. And he plays bass. He did a few little parts with keys and some electric guitar. So yeah, that's the band.
Now, how much do you perform solo versus with the band?
I would say the band is brand new. We had our release show on the 5th at the Hideout here in Chicago. It was really successful. Probably have another show coming up with them in June as a benefit, but for the most part, I'm still sort of grappling with a few festivals to see if they'd be interested, but I think it's going to be more coming into fruition next year, just in terms of how far out things are booking, and that's just how it is. So I would say that's most of my, at least summer performances this year are going to be duo, maybe trio if I can get the drummer out, but it all depends on expense.
How often do you get out of the, in terms of your touring, out of the Chicago area and other parts of the country, would you say?
I would say I do it pretty often. I put about 20,000 miles on my car every year, so...
Typical singer-songwriter.
Hmm?
Typical singer-songwriter putting that...
Yeah. I mean, I want to try and concentrate on areas where I actually am starting to build a fan base. So Ohio, the Northeast, and then I'm from Phoenix, so the Southwest has quite a few people still there who are interested in what I'm doing and are fans of what I'm doing. So I go back to Phoenix too. But like, that's kind of like a challenge, in terms of the amount of ground I have to cover there to keep that alive and growing. So it's a constant motion.
Okay. Let's do one more song.
Okay. Let's see, what can we do? I'm going to do this one called Rose Remains. This is actually an older song. What remains of the day? Rose petals on gravel decay. Rains away half disengaged silken buds drink moonlight like a mother, sweet milk to cricket sonatas underneath. midnight's quilt. Dreaming only in the dark of passion like a match sparked by uncanny circumstance. I'm caught in a pyrotechnic trance till the beauty burns the hand that holds it. I yearn for you but feel the pain as lovers lost out. So my love, darling, where have you gone? I will wait for you until the silk slips through my fingers into the coming dawn. And I've got moth-like tendencies, being drawn to a deadly light, convinced I will survive the night. If you never let go, hold on to me tight. Never let go, hold on to me tight. My love, my darling, where have you gone? Well, I will wait for you till the silk slips through my fingers into the coming dawn. To the coming dawn. To the coming dawn. What remains of the day? Rose petals on gravel decaying, reeds away hack, disengaged silk, buds drink moonlight like a mother's sweet milk. Two crickets nodders underneath midnight's quilt.
Pretty song.
Thank you.
If people want to learn more about you, see where you're going to be performing, buy your records, what's the best way to do that?
Best way to do that is go to laurajoymusic.com.
And
laurajoymusic.com. And if you want anything, Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud, it's Laura Joy Music.
all that stuff.
All of it properly branded.
And then get your CDs through your website?
Yeah, if you click the store link, I'm also on Bandcamp, so that's where it links you to. So Laura Joy on Bandcamp will bring it up if you just search for me.
Okay. Laura, thank you very much.
Well, thanks, Ray. I appreciate it. It was fun.
Okay. Have a good day.
Okay.
This song is called "The Runner." It's from my first record, and it's kind of about the life of a troubadour.
You may pass him on the street tonight. The speed he moves, he's hard to recognize. Heading down some empty avenue. What he's running from, where he's going to. Well, if you asked, he couldn't answer you. See him, oh, it's a place you're leaving. So he spends his life racing in between them. Yeah, he longs for all he's left behind and what's left to discover. And there's no rest for the runner. A gentle wave, a familiar smile, He'll draw you in, but only for a while. You may lay beside him, but you'll never be close. As long as waves are crashing on some distant coast, where he will find his way down the open road. To him, home is a place for leaving. So he spends his life racing in between them. Yeah, he longs for all he's left behind and what's left to discover. And there's no rest for the runner. With his heart pounding like a distant drum, I guess some shadows can't be outrun. Dodging people on a crowded street, with no idea of where he ought to be. Some folks say he looks a lot like me. Oh, it's a place for leaving. So he spends his life racing in between them. Yeah, he longs for all he's left behind and what's left to discover. And there's no rest for the runner. And there's no rest for the runner. For the runner.
So this is a song that's going to be on my EP that's coming out in a couple months. It's called End of the World, and it's about sailing away.
Don't it seem too hard? We're always running, chasing something down. We miss the sky for the stars. How we used to play and feel the rain. Oh, it ain't so far away. To only blues, only greens, to where lovers can breathe. A simple boy, a simple girl. Let's get back to who we were. Sail off to the end of the world. Put your favorite record on. Let's fall off the map like the last two souls on earth. 'Cause lately we've gone wrong. So close your eyes, let's stay inside and travel back in time to only blues, only greens, to where lovers can breathe. A simple boy, a simple girl. Let's get back to who we were. Sail off to the end of the world. Oh, take me to your room. Oh, I will follow you, follow you. To only blues, only greens, to where lovers can breathe. A simple boy, a simple girl. Let's get back to who we were. Sail off to the end of the world. Sail off to the end of the world.
Jesse, before we go, how can people learn about your music and where you're going to be playing?
Yeah, I'm pretty easy to find on Facebook, and my website's a great place to find me. And the tour schedule, it's jesseterrymusic.com. It's JESSE. Yeah, jesseterrymusic.com.
Okay.
So yeah, stop by, say hello on Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff.
And you come to Philly. We're from Philly often, don't you?
Yeah, Philly's definitely become like one of my favorite markets. You know, really loyal, great music lovers here. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesse Terry, thank you very much.
Thanks, brother.
Okay.
Yeah.